So last Monday was very positive, and although it's been traded, the overall US market has been traded within the range. The price move is quite positive, and as you can clearly see, Dow Jones has closed by more than 500 points. Then we have S&P more than 56, and Nasdaq. I would rather say Nasdaq a surprise move because this is a high beta index. So all the price volatility we have seen, majority on both the side are very high in Nasdaq compared to Dow Jones and S&P 500. So in that backdrop, let us see whether this big move has mean anything to the price action, and do we see something else apart from the narrow range which I have been discussing for the last couple of days. So let us start and let us analyzing all three major indices, and let us see what will probably happen in today's trading session. So this is the move, or this is the range for Dow Jones, and as you can clearly see, the Dow Jones is not going anywhere. Okay, and I have been very vocal about this range, and I will continue to do so until and unless either Dow Jones or either the price will make a breakout or a breakdown. So until and unless at least one of these things will happen, no, you cannot expect something phenomenal move on both the sides, on either of the sides rather. And consider this as a December impact, or low volume impact as far as the overall market and trading is concerned. So the probability is, although as I've told you, the volatility will be there, and the volatility will happen on both the sides, so be ready for that. But it looks like, because we are halfway in the month of December, and it looks like the expiry, or the price close for this month will happen within this range, and whatever volatility you will see from the lower end to the higher end of the range. It is, as of now, this is the case. So right now, what do we have here? We have our immediate support of 33,975, and you have your next support of 33,917. If Dow Jones continues to sustain above 33,975, we have 34,378, we have 34,463, and we have 34,600. This is the upper band. And below 33,917 we have 33,619, and as far as the lower end of the range is concerned, we have 33,400 and 33,470 and 33,420.21. So this is the narrow broad range in between which Dow Jones has been trading, and until and unless Dow Jones cross 34,600 or 33,400 on 420 on the downside, do not expect any big move. And as I told you, hopefully the price close for the month of December will happen somewhere in between this range. Okay, until and unless there is a price breakout, and that breakout or breakdown will sustain, do not expect anything phenomenal to be happened. So a narrow band with narrow volume is very good thing, because it indicates a big move. If it sustains, it will definitely indicate a positive move rather than a negative move. Now let's go and check the S&P 500. S&P 500, so this is S&P 500, and S&P 500, I would rather say, is much more positive compared to Nasdaq and Dow Jones, because they are either trading at its resistance or near to the breakout level, this kind of situation. But if you are looking at S&P 500, you can clearly see a swing, and that swing is very much visible for the last 8 or 10 days. So right now what we can do for S&P 500 is your support level, focus on your support, which is your stop loss as well. So you have 3948 on the downside, which is going to be your support and stop loss. So please do not go below 3948 on the downside. And if the level sustains, if this level sustains, then what we're gonna look at is something like this. Okay, so now you can clearly see a range in between which S&P 500 has been trading, and this is the range which you need to focus on. Okay, this is the range which we actually need to focus on as far as the price action is indeed concerned. So here we are. So if the S&P 500 index continues to sustain above 3948 or more, then the swing that we are going to look at will be in between 4186 and 4309. Now you can see the difference. Okay, although Dow Jones has been trading in between a range, but the setup is completely different when you compare it with S&P 500. And I will show you one more way of looking at S&P 500. Okay, so 3948 is going to be your immediate support. As I've told you, consider this as a stop loss. But if S&P 500 continues to trade above these two levels, 3907 and 3927, it is still fine, because it is like a range breakout that has happened, and S&P 500 is trading quite comfortably above the range breakout, and you can see the last trading move. Okay, so this is indeed very positive. Now coming on to the Nasdaq, here we are. So Nasdaq, I mean, it is trading very near to its range breakout. It has been moving up and down, but this is the level that we need to look at. So here we are, this is the level that we need to look at, and broadly this is the range. You need to consider Nasdaq with a pinch of salt, because volatility is going to be on the higher side, so you have to be ready for that if you are interested in Nasdaq. Okay, so volatility is quite high compared to other indices, so you can see moves on both the side, and those moves are quite high. So for Nasdaq, you have your support of 10,974 and stop loss of 10,900. And what we can do, we have to wait for the Nasdaq to surpass 11,212 or more. Okay, this is mandatory for Nasdaq to surpass 11,212 or more. If only this levels Nasdaq taken out or sustains above 11,212, then we have 11,500 and 11,656 as far as our immediate target. So this is how overall range or overall trend for S&P, Nasdaq and Dow Jones looks like. So overall it is positive, although as you can see, Dow Jones has been trading in between a range, so the range is positive. We have some leg room to move up. S&P 500 is also indicating a swing, and then Nasdaq is very near to the breakout. So overall trend is positive for the short term, and we hope that if the support hold, then we will see positivity in today's session as well. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.